there every year, started by Percival. Pretty much just left town. It's probably mid-morning. You're all on a caravan of merchants that are headed back south to Kaimal. You were tasked to, escort the merchants south. So you are just outside of Western. It's probably mid-morning by now. You're probably 20 miles or so out. Let's see. Do you guys want to interact at all before other things start happening? Are you going to talk to each other? Are you separated on different wagons?
I'm definitely jumping between wagons, fixing things.
Oh, Ben's just on the lead wagon playing violin.
I'm staying away from the violin.
Oh man, I bought this fancy new where's my character sheet? I bought this fancy new dulcimer, so I'm probably sitting next to the violin playing dulcimer.
Oh no,
I'm really staying away now.
I have to ask, Zach, did you buy a bagpipe?
No, I did not. I decided not to.
Holy shit.
I mean, I can go buy one.
No.
Just be the most frightful thing in the world.
Do it.
A plague doctor with a bagpipe.
Yeah. Allow me to soothe your nerves.
Just for giggles, since I said I was playing, I went ahead and rolled a performance check to see how well I was actually doing.
Better than me.
It's better than the average bear.
Oh, I totally spaced out my beginning story. Oh, that's okay.
So, are we...
I'll be watching the performance. But also keep an eye on the preemptive emergency that's darting between the carts.
Because we all know that's happening.
Oh, hey.
Ever seen Alfred Hitchcock's movie about the bomb?
So who was it that was jumping back and forth between the carts?
Yo. I'm being paid to fix things, so I'm fixing things. Because it's also bugging me every time I hear an axle squeak. Sakiti does not like imperfection.
I'm probably moving up and down, keeping an eye out, keeping away from the music every time I hear it. You know.
Oh, if Ben catches on to Zakiti hating the sound of things squeaking, he will definitely attempt to make the violin give a little shrill squeal.
Definitely playing better than I am.
I mean, your inability to play is not in my wheelhouse. I've tuned you out. I'm basically a tall Jawa on espresso right now, just moving in between.
Is yours the long dulcimer?
It's the kind of dulcimer that they had for sale in Whiterun. I don't know, man.
It's a steam-powered one?
Yes. Totally not.
You've got an electric dulcimer.
Oh god, an electric dulcimer, help me.
Okay, so most of you, I should say, are about half a day's out, kind of on the plains, rolling hills. The grass is windswept and billows like waves on the sea. There's 7 wagons on this voyage. You all separated out among them. In front of you, only a few hundred feet, the bramblewood looms ahead. Its dark, twisted, thorny branches obscuring the road in darkness. The branches creak and moan in the breeze. You see a lithe figure emerge from the woods. And this would be Silent.
So, about 6
Oh,
Foot.
hello, company.
About 6 feet tall, real live. If your vision is well enough to see, high cheekbones, predominantly pointed ears. His hair is long and pulled back in a loose kind of ponytail with two braid. I'm sorry, no ponytail. But he has two braids that kind of go across the side of his head and down. The color of his hair is currently like a deep kind of orange, dark kind of orange, mixed with like some yellows and some browns. And his armor is kind of a very similar color pattern, with a depiction of like leaves falling off of trees.
Seeing his armor, I hobble up quite close to where he's coming from without saying anything.
And his eyes are kind of like this kind of dark green, no pupil, like just complete iris.
Upon seeing a stranger just kind of coming off in the distance, Ben just stops playing and starts waving. It's just like just dumb shit-eating grin, waving and smiling.
I do that whole, when you kind of like go, put your hand fucking down thing. Like I just do that at him.
Ben just looks back, and is like, "What are you talking? What? Huh?" He just like he's like either he's acting like he doesn't get it, or he just doesn't get it.
He looks very confused. Kind of starts looking around.
I'll wave him on over as well.
I'll slowly approach. Good afternoon, I think. Where are we?
Question mark?
I mean,
Where am I?
If you look on the map.
No. He's asking in character.
Oh.
Where am I?
Oh, gotcha.
At the mention of
My
that,
bad.
Ben's
My
hand
bad.
just slowly goes down towards his hand crossbow.
Yeah, I'm already in a pose of defense and going, depends what you're asking and where you think you are.
Well, about 15 seconds ago, I was going home. This does not look like the Feywild anymore.
Did you say home and the Feywild?
Yes. I'm in Eladrin.
You are in neither of those places, I'm sorry to say, my friend.
Must have stumbled upon a tear in the barrier.
Zakiti perks up at that.
So exactly where did I end up?
How are we exactly?
Just south of Western. Yeah, just out of Western, about 20 miles out.
About, I don't know, 20 miles of Western.
Wait. This is the prime material?
Yeah, like I said, you are not at home, my friend.
This is Exandria.
Yes, we just said that.
Yeah.
All right, this accelerated everything that I needed. Okay. I need to get to Iman.
Whoa.
I mean, you guys can just kind of point me that way.
I mean,
I'm looking for the Arcana Pantopical.
I point towards, like, the road, the direction we're heading.
Ben's ears definitely perk at the words Arcana Pensophical.
That way, pointing in the same direction.
I don't know. DM, is there like a head of the caravan?
Unless you want to leave the road behind and just head straight east, and then I like pan my arm pointing directly towards Amon.
And so essentially back in the Bramblewood you just walked out of.
Yeah. It's either follow the road, or you can
essentially go over mountains and through the woods and all that nonsense.
Zakiti would not recommend going as the crow flies.
I would recommend, especially with your routing skills, not doing so.
Is there a head of the caravan? There has to be, right? Like someone who's in charge?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
It's whoever has the widest card that no one else can pass.
I'm just gonna. I can't remember who pointed. I'm just gonna point. 11.
I'm sorry, you cut out there?
So where are you guys all heading?
Depends.
We're headed towards Kymel right now.
Kymel,
Right? That's where we're going, right?
Kymel.
Yep.
Shut up.
Does anybody have a map? I didn't have time to prepare anything, so I left all my maps at home.
I tap the forehead on my mask. It's all in here.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, Kymel is like in the center of the country, right?
Well,
Of the continent.
I think
Okay.
so.
So you're heading that way. Since I'm still never actually been on the Prime Material before, I figure I'll travel with you guys until Kymel, and then from there, I can part ways if you guys no longer want my company.
Whoa.
You're in.
Cool.
Come on in.
Great, sounds good. He just kind of hops up on one of the carts.
Fine. Fine. If you want
Actually, if you would
close
prefer,
to me.
I can scout ahead.
No, you stick close here, right next to me.
It would actually be better if you choose to leave our company and travel alone.
Ugh.
To
Oh,
part
that doesn't
ways
sound
at
good.
the Silvercut Crossroads,
See here.
rather than head all the way down to Kymel, because you'll be wasting a lot of time going south to the road to Kymel and then leaving us.
Yeah, but then I'm not doing you guys any favors. I need to make sure that like you guys are helping me by traveling with me. I'm helping you by me traveling with you. I need to make sure that I at least uphold my end of the bargain.
Hey, the man's got to pay his way, right? He's taking care of what he needs to do, right? He's helping
Sakiti
us.
has
Come
heard
on.
same logic from leeches.
I point to who. I just point.
Are
and go,
you
"Who's
calling
that?"
me a leech?
No, you just used the same argument.
I actually laugh in character, so there you go.
That's. I would mind your tongue around people whose customs and cultures you don't know. You don't know if that is
You're
an
the one
insult
who
to someone
told
or
us.
not.
I never mind my tongue, and it seems to do me well so far.
Uh huh.
Not everyone has your luck.
Okay, that's probably fair.
Sakiti's working on it.
Yeah, anyway, my name is Selenius. Selenius the
Nice.
Ferosanas.
Call me Rooks.
Does anybody speak Elven?
I speak Sylvan.
I speak Elvish.
So anybody who speaks Elven, when he says his full name, the last part of his name actually translates directly into. Great. Now I can't remember what it stands for.
That's a weird sentence.
It's very
God,
deep.
it's
Something.
been a while.
It translates to stand by while I remember.
Oh, it translates to of the changing seasons.
Can I just ask, who is it who knew Elven? Sorry to interrupt. Sorry.
I know Elven.
Who's that?
Ben Rooks does too.
Henry.
Rook's in here. All right.
It translates to his name is Selenius of the changing seasons, and it's pretty inferable that it's more of a title than a last name.
Sorry. Okay. I stood you, but me and Zakiti.
Yeah, so it's nice to meet all of you. Actually, this is kind of fortuitous. I stumble into a strange land and meet a whole bunch of nice people.
Seems
All
to
right.
be gifted with good luck.
Zakiti falls
too
more
hard.
into
Come
the
over here
category
now.
of indifferent.
Very wonderful. Please fill out this medical form.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Paperwork, got it. He sits down, takes out his own quill and ink.
Ben tries to make a space like over beside him for Selenius to sit down. It's like, hey, come over here.
He'll sit down and start filling out the medical form.
Please inform me of any allergic reactions you may have.
None. None. Blood type A positive. No genetic history of illness, multiple personalities.
What?
On running curses.
Yeah. Curses, cursed, yes.
Yeah, it worked out. What is a big old yes?
Fuck said he could
Parent-
stay.
Family, all living. Well, parents alive.
You know, you don't have to speak as you write.
It helps me process everything. Sorry.
Don't mind him.
Seriously, who are the two bards who started deciding for the caravan?
We have 2 bards.
sorry.
I turn my head towards the violin player and it's like, I'm not a bard. Are you?
Well, I mean, kind of. A little.
Who playing the music?
Yeah. Music.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, I don't plan on essentially freeloading. I am a very proficient tracker and scout.
But who backs
Along
up
with-
your word?
Me.
You can say all that all you like, but who backs you up?
I'll keep an eye on him. If
Well,
he causes any problems, I'll shoot him.
Who said that?
Ben said that.
Oh no, I'm asking in character.
Yeah, Rook spoke up and was like, I'll keep an eye on him, and then if he does anything funny, I'll just shoot him.
Leave it
Yeah.
to the waiver.
So then if I mess up, I'll get shot, and then I'll put an arrow between his eyes.
Ugh.
Zakiti finds his claims of being a hunter irrelevant. Should he not be a good enough hunter, he will either be lost or dead. He does not care past that point. If he succeeds, then he fills his deal. Either way, no longer our problem.
Has anybody ever told you you're an asshole?
Zakiti is called that.
I do.
Yes.
I do several times a day.
I stopped shouting.
I must remind them that I am not asshole. I am Zakiti. Damn it! No, he is Zakiti. Fuck. Shit. Ass. Fuck. I need to reset the timer.
No. See,
What?
I'm guessing you.
That's hammer.
I'm
Wait,
guessing
who
your
is
name
Zakiti?
is. I'm guessing your name is Zakiti, and you take everything very literally. He's not calling you the actual rectum of a person.
Don't
He's
bother
calling you an
explaining.
asshole as in your demeanor.
Don't bother explaining. Don't bother
Zakiti is
explaining.
aware of that. Zakiti is also aware that no one else is aware of it.
That
I-
makes
I-
no sense.
I
Hence why
slowly
Zakiti remains silent.
start guiding him away. Just it's not going to work. There are rocks that understand more.
It's weird because there's definitely intelligence there, but he lacks common reasoning and logic.
It's all an illusion.
Hmm.
It's kind of like
Interesting.
square rocks.
Ah,
Some things you just have to leave.
makes sense. But yeah. Anyway, so like I said, well, I'm more than willing to scout for everybody. I can hunt. It'll take me a little bit to get used to the lay of the land here. It's very different than back home.
Who knows the lay of the land well?
It won't take me long to learn it if you would like.
Wasn't asking you.
Oh,
I
don't
didn't
look
help
over this
you
way.
out.
This is the farthest I've been outside of Whitestone.
I mostly stick to the caravan, so I would be no good.
Okay. Well, I'll go off. I'll learn. I'll keep the caravan in sight. If I'm a bad scout or a bad hunter, I'll die. And if I'm not, then I'll prove that I can handle it.
Oh,
Plus, I'll move faster than the caravan.
I mean, I'm guessing the rest of you agree to let him do it then?
Oh yeah. Like I said, I'll go with him. This is Brooks talking.
Well,
I
I'm not
don't-
the boss of this, so whatever.
Yeah, I don't see why we have any issue with one extra person moving with the caravan.
Zakiti
There's
only
already-
finds one point of contention.
There's
Should
already
this
a bunch
individual
of
not be
us.
trustworthy,
Yeah, I mean,
this is his opportunity to lay a trap.
Just- no, I'm just a little crampy. We've been walking a while, I'm cranky here,
Hello?
Well, if you've been riding on a caravan, you're probably I mean, not real
been
cabin
walking.
fever, but
Hello.
maybe.
Hey, how you doing?
I mean, same sights and everything. And not might do you good to get out.
Ben just kind of leans over to Zakiti. It's like, we heard you. We just don't care, man.
We're traveling on the road.
That hello is me because I thought my mic was muted.
It would be
I mean, I
incredibly
scout with
easy
you, but
for
I don't walk
anyone to
very far.
lay a trap at all. We're on a road.
Plus, if you would like to search my things, I have no materials to lay any kind of net traps, nor do I have a shovel to dig a pit trap. Yeah,
You don't have a
here, look at my
shovel?
stuff.
Ben just kind of, with a little bit of a mocking attitude, it's just kind of like, so, you know you need a shovel to dig a pit trap then?
I was just
Yes, I'm a hunter.
It is the most efficient way, yes, but not the only way.
Holes are very difficult to dig with one's hands.
Indeed, especially upon hard and rough dirt.
This is a very boring conversation.
I agree.
Zakiti agrees.
Sarcasm is lost on us.
You go on and hunt. They'll
Okay.
trust you.
He'll
Ben
kind
hops
of
off the wagon and starts
unstrap
heading
his.
out.
I
Go unstrap
trust
his
you,
longbow.
says
Yeah,
the
that's
plague
what it is.
doctor.
I'll
And
stay with the
kinda-
caravan.
You can trust me. I am a doctor.
Don't trust him.
I have met many doctors. All of them have been trustworthy.
I've met a couple. I don't trust
If
any
you
of
not
them.
trust Zakiti.
And he'll kind of take off towards out ahead of the caravan
Okay.
and
And
try
Ben's
to
going
be a
along with
scout.
him.
Okay. So, continuing on your roadway, you come to a section of the road that passes through the Bramblewood. It's a small section. It's only a couple miles long, but the Bramblewood is very dark, twisted type trees. The dark, twisted bramble trees soon choke out the sunlight. You're all on alert. This is the most dangerous part of your journey to Kaimal. You know this. Travelers often go missing in the Bramblewood. The creatures here seem to be pretty territorial.
So
About,
is it?
go ahead.
I'm gonna say, how dark is it?
Dark enough you'd probably want a lantern, although probably not necessary.
That's the one I wanted to post. That's the one I wanted to post.
I was gonna say, like, I have dark vision, so am I just fine?
Yeah.
Alright, then Zakiti will not strike a light.
Josh, I just posted Natural Explorer.
Yeah, I was just reading it.
Damn, that's powerful.
Actually, I have a question to the DM. We are supposed to have described ourselves by now or whatever, because I'm actually having trouble figuring out who's who, personally.
That's, yeah. Maybe we should.
Yeah, go ahead and go for that right now.
For what?
Who wants to go first?
Oh, describing characters.
I will, if nobody else wants to go first.
Yeah.
Okay. So Benjamin Rooks. He's human, brown hair, short, very scruffy, scruffy beard. This is not a man that looks like he's taking very good care of his appearance, considering his profession. He has this slight scar on his right cheek and a small silver hoop in his left ear. He looks like the kind of guy that has gone out of the way to make himself look non-assuming, to the point that it's probably more of a detriment than a help. And as far as armaments, he walks around with a rapier on one hip and a hand crossbow in the other, and the violin kind of slung across his back. And other than that, in his backpack, he doesn't carry much on him.
Okay, cool. Anyone else first?
I'll go. Zagiti is a moderate-sized fighter Ganassi. Relatively mild build, though he's wearing those leather armors, like very or his leatherish armor is basically very bulky and seems to be made out of different creatures and accessories. He currently has a large backpack on that contains a fair amount of junk. Though upon closer inspection, you can see that everything is sorted alphabetically and from Z coordinates. His most striking features are that he has, other than where other Ganassi have like sort of a more natural flame theme, he instead has one solid color through most of his body, but has these intricate right angles cut into him using a more yellowish flame as opposed to the standard red. He also has a three foot by 1 foot by 6 inch blue plank on his back that has similar deep cuts to himself, and seems to be made out of some like aquamarine, and it has 2 holes drilled into the top right hand corner. He also does not know how to speak in the first person until I fuck up.
That just leaves me and Henry, right?
I believe so.
Want to go first?
Okay. The best way to describe it, I'm the guy in the plague doctor uniform. You'll probably never see me outside of that. Like, there's head to toe. You cannot see like the physical, actual part of me. And just a very calm doctor. And I am everyone's doctor.
Not on.
I'm an Earth Ganazi, very as tall as you can be for an Earth Ganazi. Very muscular for a female. I look, from the top bit, I just look kind of tough until you see a lot of odd scars and what look like big, like rocks have been stuck to my face with a little bit of crystals poking out, like the pox, but with stone and crystals. Then you go further down, just wearing basic armor. You notice that my legs are like the width of sticks ground, and they are strapped up, and I'm using 2 crutches to move. I'm basically like muscular, and then down to the hips, just like paper thin.
Oh my, so like super top heavy.
Yeah.
So like Joe from Family Guy.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, but without the wheelchair.
Oh, now it's stuck in my head.
A few things to add on top of my wonderful art that I have. He's very disheveled. He has quite a number of daggers strung around, like a bandolier of daggers essentially, and then there's pouches and everything about him is like he doesn't really care about how he looks. Probably the most interesting thing, just offhand looking at him, the mask he's wearing actually has like lenses in it, like corrective lenses embedded into where the eye slits are. But other than that, the art pretty much covers it.
I think that's everyone then, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Sorry, DM.
All right. So, as you continue through this short passing of the Bramblewood, you suddenly hear a loud, like creaking sound, and then a loud snap as the very front cart of this train kind of sinks to the ground.
Sakiti just fixed that.
Oh, that is not good.
That must be why it fell.
I mean, I'm gonna go over there and fix it.
I'm gonna go with Sakiti.
I'm gonna go check to see if anyone was hurt by the falling cart.
I'm going to check out the surrounding
I was
area.
wondering how far is Selenius and Ben?
How far out do you usually scout?
He'd probably scout maybe between 80 and 100 yards out.
Damn.
Like, yeah, there's no point in scouting like 50 feet.
Especially not with the wagon train.
Yeah, you can see that
That's
far.
for dungeons.
Like,
Yeah.
it is if you get jumped, because we wouldn't get to you unless we take 7 rounds of dashing.
Yeah, I'm fine. I can handle my own. By that I mean I can run away.
That's literally a scout's job, is to be
The guy who
in
runs
danger
away.
of getting jumped by themselves.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm going, can anybody get up? Does anyone need help? Huh? Anyone hurt?
Any medical needs?
Silent and who else was out there with Silent?
Ben Rooks is with you.
Ben. Okay. You guys both hear this back ways at the train. That you hear the loud snapping and this cart essentially hitting the ground.
Now,
Ben just looks over at Selenius and is like, it doesn't sound good. We should probably go back.
did the wheels
I agree.
like snap out from under it, or did it sink into the ground? Like, what's the case here?
It has broken. So when you come up there, it looks like probably shoddy workmanship or excessive use. It's probably pretty old. Essentially, the wooden spokes of this wheel have started to crumble, and it finally gave out and snapped. So it is now sitting there, kind of three-wheeled, one corner into the dirt.
And this is why Zakiti suggested we take a week so Zakiti can fix this. Now Zakiti has to fix it.
Shut up, third person, and just stop working.
He'll look at Rooks and kind of just nod and let Rooks kind of start heading back, and then he's going to kind of flank off to the side while heading back, so kind of making like a semicircle, because he's pretty sure that this is not a coincidence, so he's looking for any kind of ambush that could be happening.
Please lift the corner so Zakiti can fix this.
Ben kind of takes the hit and just goes sprinting back to the.
I'll help
wagons.
Sakiti work on lift up the thing so we can help fix it.
Yeah, I basically just need a car jack.
Okay.
I don't think we have a
Josh,
car.
I rolled
That's why I'm
stealth.
asking you.
Yeah, I was I looked at it already. Sorry, I'm not very adept at
Oh, it's fine.
the secret thing over
If you
there.
want to, so you just type /W and then the person's name.
Okay.
It'll actually fill in, like you just type the first letter, it'll fill in the person's name, and that's how you whisper to each other.
Okay. That'll work.
Do I need to make a roll to try and lift up this cart?
I'll help.
So here is kind of roughly what you're looking at.
That is how I assist. I
That
use
is
telekinesis.
not helping.
Telekinesis!
I think the wagon, it weighs more than 10 pounds.
Yes, but I'm assisting. I'm adding my 10 pounds of lift to the other 2 people picking it up.
I'm not
Making
trying to lift the wagon, I'm trying to lift her.
Making it ever so slightly tiny amounts easier on them.
Okay. Can you guys roll a strength check for me?
Yeah,
See
yeah.
if you can actually lift this wagon.
All right.
Okay, that's me. I'm.
Didn't one of them get advantage for helping? Or is it their
Yeah,
each of
so
Um,
whoever is
yeah.
assisting gives advantage to the other
Okay.
person.
With this, with advantage, that's the 24.
What is it?
24.
24.
She's
Oh,
so
yeah,
strong.
Yeah,
So strong.
between the two of you plus Mystic Hand trying a little bit, you managed to lift the cart up out of the dirt, and
She's actually like bench pressing the cart now.
yeah, pretty much.
Darn it.
That's all right. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're helping. All right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no wonder the thing is so light. It's made of balsa wood.
Yourself that.
Alright. Well, while that's going on, I'm gonna put the axle back into place, like, and of course I'm gonna use mending to try and repair it, and I'm just gonna like go over it like 6 or 7 more times just to see if there's any other cracks from this, because if it falls, it's gonna make something else worse. You know?
Please hurry up, Ganazi.
And I do have some spare parts if that helps.
Please, it is very heavy.
Free.
Sagiti will not be rushed. He
Silence.
requires perfection.
Silent, would you make a perception check? You said you were keeping an eye out, right?
Yes, I can. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, okay. So, where is everybody wanting to be at on the map?
I suppose I'm right by the cart.
Ben's probably still rushing back to the carts.
I'm underneath it.
I'm lifting it.
Let's hope it's not strapped with a bomb.
I was going to say like
This
Boom!
cart,
Oh.
the worst.
if this
fire
cart goes under 88 miles an hour, it'll explode.
I'd be looking on from one of the other carts.
Keep it down, you bloody fire, Ganazi. Just do your job.
It's already reattached. He just requires making sure there's nothing else broken. This is why Sakiti likes working with his own materials.
So Zakiti's over here working with the wagon as well.
And I figure I'm underneath it because I'm like full mechanic style. I was like, I don't care if I get dirty.
Okay, so you're there.
Yeah. So I'm prone to this thing, just looking at everything.
How about Nomad? Where's he at?
Probably either standing off to the side next to this tree stump or on this cart.
Okay. You want to be on the cart or you want to be by the tree stump?
Put me in that space, right in the middle.
There you go.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
No problem. Oh, yeah, fair warning. I may end up with a phone call. My car is currently in the shop, so they've been calling me all morning telling me more things that are wrong with it. So it's been one of those kind of mornings.
Understood.
Hard.
Totally understand that.
I was like, yeah, simple fix. That's great. Oh, fuck.
It's been one of those friggin' weeks.
Let's see. Silent, where do you want to be?
Which way am I coming in from? Like, which way did we head off? I'm guessing this way. Because that's like out in front.
No, south. You see where that cart is, where Zakiti and them are?
Yeah, that's the lead cart, right?
Yeah, it continues farther down.
Okay, so I'm like, we'll be over. I can't ping the like on this side of the map. Just kind of perimetering scout this way.
Okay.
But he was, like I said, he's on his way back.
Yeah, I'm gonna set you probably there for now.
That's good.
And Henry, you were down there as well, right?
Yes, I'm somehow helping lifting this cart.
Okay. And then Benjamin, you were out with Silent, right?
Yes, and then as Silent was flanking around, Ben is taking the straight way back.
Okay, so you'll probably be coming back in right about there.
Yeah, that's right around where I figured I would be.
I
I'm
didn't
assuming
take into
that it's
account for
probably
the
going to take me a
scouting.
round or two to get there.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take you much to get back there. From what it seems like, it is just natural wear and tear on the wagon. Silent and Benjamin, you get right about there where you're at on the map now. And Silent, probably 20, 25 feet ahead of you, you see like some of the moss and undergrowth of the forest move slightly.
Okay. I'm going to stealth over in that direction. Bo kind of knocked.
As long as it's not the Evil Dead forest.
Okay, so you're
And
stealthing
I
over
ignore
that
difficult
direction?
terrain, so yeah.
Yeah, and I should point out that anything that's not directly on the roadway is difficult terrain because it's really brambly, thorny. I couldn't find very good underbrush, surprisingly.
It's understandable.
In all of my map packs that I have bought recently. So you get
I'll take another like kind of swingy path so that I'm not just directly going there.
okay. So you're kind of hanging out the side over there.
Yeah, but I'm going to approach where the foliage was moving.
Okay. So you start to approach and you see something very interesting. Kind of surprising though.
Oh,
You find a cake stripper.
It you would almost think it was a wolf, but it seems to be made out of like wood and moss and grass.
Wood wolf.
Wait, we're fighting timber wolves?
Like
No?
literal?
Badum tish.
is there a knowledge roll that I could make to try to identify this? And does it look like it has noticed me?
It has not noticed you yet. You have definitely noticed it. Yeah, you could make a nature check to see if you know what this is.
18.
18. Yeah, you've actually heard of this before. They're actually native to the Feywild.
Oh.
It is known as a moss dog,
Ooh.
and they are a plant type, essentially wolf.
Interesting. Well, I have no skills in animal handling.
You have skills in putting an arrow in its skull.
Yeah, but it hasn't done anything.
But
Do I know
you
if
have
are they
gardening
intelligent or
skills?
are they actually like beasts?
They are actually plant creatures. They are a medium plant.
Oh, interesting.
It
Well,
would require skill gardening.
Like, use your foraging
Then-
skill to communicate.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and step back toward this way.
Is
and
he
then,
the
yeah,
only one who
I'm
knows?
gonna plug an arrow at it as I'm moving.
You're gonna shoot an arrow at it?
Yep.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I have advantage because it hasn't acted.
Yes, you do.
Just better assassinate.
25.
Yeah, pretty sure that's gonna work.
10 piercing damage.
Sorry.
No.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. Company. As he's like kind of lightly strolling out of the woodwork.
I dropped the cart. I just dropped the cart.
I mean,
I let
thankfully,
go.
mending's
Squish.
instantaneous. But this thing's still gonna
Okay.
break, isn't it?
I was gonna say.
know. Kind of
Um,
knock another arrow pointing in that direction.
You hear it. Your arrow definitely hits, and it makes like the thudding sound, like it hit a log. And you hear this dog, this strange forest wolf, essentially, makes this really loud howl, and then you hear a couple more on the other side of the road.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's very not good.
Why did you shoot the dog?
I'm gonna jump up on the tree stump.
Are we all aware of this, or is it just?
I think we're well aware of this.
Well, he just told you guys that you had company, and then you just heard these strange. I mean, it sounds kind of like a wolf, but it's kind of like grating, like tree branches scraping together, kind of a sound.
All right, I'll shout. Caravan, right? Or is it just us?
I think the caravan guys are hiding in their caravans.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll just I've dropped the minute he said there was danger, I immediately dropped the cart without thinking. And can I move?
Actually, I would like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
Take
terrible.
your tokens. One of these days, I'm actually going to roll average above 10.
Oh,
I don't know
forgot
when.
to pick the token first.
Oh, I didn't roll with advantage. Damn it.
I rolled a 13 on initiative.
Oh, I'll roll a
13?
second time then. Oh, man. My initiative roll was terrible.
Damn.
I don't know if there's a way to code advantage on initiative into Roll20.
Yeah, it's looking like you can't, so you just gotta roll it twice.
Nomad, what did you get?
11!
11.
More than half of us are 11.
Zakiti?
11.
Okay.
And
Henry?
19.
And Silent?
you rolled a 6.
11.
No, that was an accident. That wasn't. I hadn't selected my token.
Hadn't clicked on my token, didn't count.
Nope. I had measured the token. That's what I had done.
Mine worked in the opposite direction. Didn't click the token, then did, and
Yeah,
lost 8
I rolled a
points.
13, but I don't really know how to do it on here. So I wrote it in hand.
Oh, you just click on your token on the battlefield, and then in your
Yeah.
inventory, there's the initiative, the word initiative in the middle on the top of your character sheet, and you just click that. It's a highlightable text.
I just click initiative, okay.
Yeah, when you highlight your token.
Oh, okay. Just...
Hey, Ray! It's not an 11.
Okay.
So many 11s, good lord.
Somewhere, someone has had a group roll initiatives, and they all get the exact same number.
Oh,
I was so excited for that 19 too. Damn.
I guess Rook hasn't rolled his yet.
Yeah, Rook.
Is it not on there? I have myself on the turn order at 11.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Benjamin Rooks.
I forget how to add myself.
Sorry, yeah, he's one of those guys that prefers to go by his last name.
Ah. Zakiti won't care.
Okay, for some reason I got multiples of some of you on here.
Yeah, I saw a second me pop up and then disappear.
I have to figure out how to put me on there. I forget.
I have you on here.
It's not on my turn order.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right now, I only see.
3.
I don't know these character names yet. Rooks, Harriger, and I think that's on. No.
That guy with the mask.
Yeah, the guy with the mask. It's not the Plague Doctor.
In conversation, he wouldn't ever give his name. It's quite clear he has one, but he would suggest that he be called by a title, like what he does, what he is. And the suggestions he would give would be like sage, scholar, wanderer, nomad. And so it's really just up to the rest of you to decide what you call him.
But I feel like at this point we're not really friends. The only one we know name of is Zakidi and Salonas, because Zakidi talks in third person.
As someone who also wears a mask, I like the cut of this man's jib.
Masks are great.
Like, you literally can't see his jib. Oh, the turn order's gone. Oh, now it's back.
I have a small amount of skin showing, though. Not completely covered head to toe.
Giggity.
I'm pretty sure most people, when they see me, just hope I'm not SPC049.
Wow. That was a stretch.
They're both plague doctors.
I think am I the only one here who got that?
No.
I gotta be honest, that one went right over my head.
Don't worry about it.
The first 3 letters he said is the clue.
If you've ever seen a plague doctor, you've seen it.
I heard PC4009, so I don't think I heard what you said.
I said Cyborg 009.
Oh, I thought you said SCP.
No.
Oh, I thought
No,
you
I
meant
did
SCP
say that.
Plague Doctor.
Yes, no, yes, no, yes.
Oh. Yeah, it went
Maybe.
over my head then.
I feel like you're referencing an anime that I have not watched.
I think he's referencing Star Wars.
No, I'm pretty sure there's an anime called Cyborg 009.
Yeah, no, there was.
That
But when you said PC007, I was like, is that a thing?
Okay, so first person up is Henry.
And I can see the thing at this point, correct?
Yes.
Alright.
They seem like they're no longer trying to hide.
And I'll try to hit them with Toll the Dead. Or at least that one that I can see there.
That's a saving throw, right?
Yeah, that's a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Wisdom saving throw.
Take 1d8 necrotic damage.
What is your DC?
My DC?
87.
A billion. I have no idea. 14?
14. Okay.
Have an 18 wisdom, do you?
It also takes a D2.
Yeah, I have a 19 wisdom.
Same thing.
I am wise.
Okay. So it takes what, 6 necrotic damage?
Yes.
Isn't that one that's already been damaged?
No.
Yeah, it's already been damaged.
This
Yeah.
one? Yeah, that's the one I shot.
Let's see if target missing it, say 1d2 necrotic damage.
No,
1d2?
1d12.
Oh, sorry, 1d12. It glitched the hell out. So I'll go ahead and hit a d12.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's already been damaged, it takes less damage.
I mean, you could see a spell doing that, but undamaged has to hurt like hell. Okay.
It's a healing spell. It heals less if you've been damaged.
I think that's all. I think that's how all healing spells work.
So 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you're gonna do?
No, just keep an eye out on anything.
Okay. Harriger, you're up next.
First I'm gonna say to looking down, saying, Fire Ganazi, you alright? You alright then? Sorry. can't do it.
Sakiti is right.
Rest your creaking bones.
Sorry, just I guess he's fine then. I will then go to. Let me see who's there. As a bonus action, I'll invoke Crimson Right on my left-sided crutch.
Okay.
So that's bonus. And I will. Let me see. And terrain as again Earth Ganazi. So just work. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna go straight to once I just figure out. I cannot click on my one. Okay, can you move me to the one in the forest bit?
Can you not move it?
No, I can't, even though I'm using the right one.
Yeah, it's not letting me move her figure either. So, I guess we can. Yeah, we can only move our own figures, but I don't know why it's not letting her.
Little.
Huh? Let me just try to see
Are
if
you
I'm...
on? Are you on select/move?
Yep, I'll just do it again just in case. Yeah, I'm doing it. Not working.
Roll 20 problems.
Turns out Roll20 heard about your legs and decided to make sure it was all in character.
Oh.
Back off!
Damn. Could need a greater healing for that.
There's no amount of healing that fixes what just happened.
Okay, so just say I'm right up against him then.
Theater of the mind.
Okay, and I'm just going to attack it, so I'm just going to roll with just one. Over. $21. Does that hit? I'm guessing it does.
What is it?
21.
Yes, that definitely hits.
Alright, so 1d6 plus. Okay. Ooh. It's damage.
6 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My turn.
You're not going to use a bonus action?
I just used it to do Crimson Right.
Oh, that's right. Okay. This Mostock doesn't look very happy, and it is now their turn. So, let's see. It's gonna reach out and bite you since you ran up and clubbed it, pretty much.
For fuck's sake, always going for a slot.
I'm guessing a 13 does not hit you. Hello.
It doesn't. It doesn't hit me. Am I still connected?
Okay.
It is a miss.
All right. Well, that is unfortunate. Now this one here is gonna run right up to Silent,
No, don't hit me.
right there, and attempt to bite you.
That's mean.
Does a 21 hit you?
No. Yes.
Okay.
You rolled so high you missed.
My AC is 18 through 20.
What are you, a
Ooh.
Tarrasque?
Maximum damage. You take 11 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh boy.
Ready? Get knocked down.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit.
Yeah.
You knocked it in the helm back.
Woohoo!
Well, I mean, I do need to move it, but I needed to move something else out of the way. Okay. So,
I have a 7 strength.
as it of its move to drag you.
Oh, that's not.
Oh shit.
That's
Oh, well, that's bad.
yeah.
One could say, fuck.
Are you in a need of a
Okay.
medical emergency?
And
Maybe.
I mean, it probably wouldn't have been so bad, but I rolled its maximum damage, so
Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
yeah. This one here. Yep, gets right up here and it's gonna try and drag Zakiti out from underneath the wagon.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
And that's a
My
problem
bad.
since I'm still prone.
yeah, I'm gonna take full responsibility for this.
Does a 17 hit you?
Just hits.
Okay.
That was with advantage, if that makes any difference.
Yeah. You take 6 points of damage
No. Okay, that ow.
and make a strength saving throw.
Or
14?
become double prone.
What is that like? He's in the dirt.
No, I think I just get Punied God from Avengers.
No, that's essentially he is grappled if he fails.
Did I?
I don't know what you roll. I'm not looking at the chat right
Oh,
now.
14.
I got other things on my screen. Sorry.
That's all right.
13?
14.
Ooh, right on the nose. So you are not grappled. It just bit you really good.
This is why Skitty like working alone.
It probably bit onto some flamier bits of your head and decided that didn't taste very good.
Motherfucker.
No, Nomad, you're up.
He was shocked by how shoddy that wheel work was that it backed away.
Shots fired.
Haha. For my bonus action, I'm going to put 1 point to 1 side point into speed dart,
Okay.
and then I'm going to. Can I still see the wolf that is currently dragging Sonius around?
Yeah, you could probably see him through the woods there.
All right. I'm gonna throw one of my darts. Does a 24 hit?
Absolutely hits.
Sweet. So it takes. Ooh, look at that. 6 piercing and 10 psychic damage.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, got max on that speed dart.
You know, I'm gonna say go ahead, Silent. Go ahead and make another strength save.
Oh, 16?
16 makes it. So you're no longer grappled. This mind-affecting dart that was just thrown at it kind of threw it off, and it let go of you.
Ah,
The way that I fluffingly see my attacks is whenever I use my speed dart ability, I feel like I load some kinetic energy into whatever I'm throwing and then like telekinetically launch it at my target rather than actually throw it.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
I see.
Sounds good to me. I like it.
I see there's a lot of telekinesis in my head with this character's fluff.
I gotcha. No problem.
That's my turn. I'm staying on this stump.
You're standing on the stump. Okay.
I feel safe here.
Next up is Zakiti.
All right. So this thing fucking bit me. So I'm gonna roll
Yes,
over
it
onto
did.
my stomach. I'm gonna look it in the eyes and say, "This one would like to use you for an experiment. Experiment 1. How flammable are you?" Oh, nope, wrong one. I'll do burning hands.
Burning hands.
And it's not rolling for some reason because, fuck me. It's DC 13 save.
DC 13 dex save, right?
Correct.
Well, a 3 is not going to do it, so he fails his death save. His dex save.
Straight to death saves.
Huh. What the hell? It's not rolling. Yeah, fuck it, manual. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I keep forgetting input value.
Burning hands. So,
10 damage.
are you doing something like
No, it's because
that?
Yeah, I'm pointing it at him, and I'm just blasting him in the face. I don't care what's behind him.
Okay.
Fuck
Okay.
this forest.
Fuck the
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if that's okay.
He
So
did
happy little
what, what's the damage on it?
10 fire.
10 fire.
Here's hoping they're flammable.
Okay. They are flammable, so he is on fire. What does that do?
Oh, does he have vulnerability?
He doesn't have vulnerability to fire, but he is caught on fire, so he takes damage every turn.
yeah, I
Unless
think
he tries
so.
to put it out.
A flask of oil
Takes
says
a
like
D10.
no, it's like a D4.
Yeah, it's a D4. It is.
It's like I think even alchemical fire is only a D6. Yeah, it's not much, but they always take it until they take an action to put themselves out. Which then just makes it free stun, so I'm good with that. Also, he can burn in hell, specifically the hell I just bait him.
Okay. Is that your turn? Bonus action? Anything like that you want to do? Movement?
Well, he's gonna bite me if I try to move, but oh yeah, no, I can't stay prone. So yeah, I'm just gonna crawl out and stand next to him, just like stand up. Satisfied with
Okay.
burning, I'm just gonna start taking notes with my bonus action. Just like they do burn quite well.
Likes a little marshmallow.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Silent, it is up. Your turn.
So I am on the ground, eh?
Yep.
Okay, so his eyes kind of flash with this purple energy as it kind of sparks off, and then reality whips around him. 10, 20, 30, and I'm gonna teleport back here.
Perfect.
Oof.
Oh crap! I'm gonna get hit by 2 dogs next turn, aren't
And then I'm going to shoot this dog.
Okay.
Normal. 20 to hit.
That definitely hits.
12 piercing damage.
Oh shit. That's a pretty tough hit.
Yeah, to the one that's been hit by me and Harriger.
Okay. It takes the hit and it hurts it really, really bad. It's barely standing. You can see like parts of the moss and the growth that runs down its back and stuff are just starting to fall off of it.
You
Okay.
know how that's like.
And then I'm gonna climb up onto the wagon. I don't have to. I teleported up there. Never mind. I'm done.
Yeah, okay. Benjamin, you're up.
Alrighty. I'm going to take my movement 5, 10, 15 to there.
Okay.
And I'm going to be looking at the one on my right. Just give him a kind of a glance, say, you're not much more than a hunk of overgrown twigs. And I cast Vicious Mockery on him.
Okay.
So it's a DC 14 Wisdom throw.
16, so it makes it save.
Oh no. Oh well. It succeeds, so it takes nothing. However,
okay.
I will rear up my hand crossbow and use my crossbow mastery to fire off a shot as a bonus action.
Okay.
If I can get it back to where I can roll. Okay, sorry about that. And 16 to hit.
16 hits.
And so D6 rolls 5 plus 3 is 8 points of piercing damage to it.
Okay. It does not like the arrows for some reason. Okay.
We're just
is that
adding to
your
its
turn?
figure.
Well, how would you feel if someone fired a tiny dead thing at you?
It's true. We're shooting with its cousins.
So, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that should do it for me.
Okay, Henry, you're back up.
I don't think I would take it very well if somebody was like throwing globs of flesh at me. That'd be pretty gross.
The hell, he shot me with a toe! Whose turn is it?
Henry.
Oh, okay.
Yours?
I wanted to make sure on that. I didn't hear. It cut out for me. How's that dog in the shrub looking?
In
Right
which
or left?
particular shrub? Left, right, or underneath
Right
the
shrub. Right shrub. One that got hit with the dart.
He's taking some damage, but he's still up.
Alright, yes, I'm gonna go with the, Toll the Dead spell again.
Okay.
So, wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20.
Alright. Let's see. Let's see, what was the name of that?
It's a cantrip. If he succeeds, he takes nothing.
Yep, yeah, no, I don't take anything.
Anything else you gonna do?
That's all I could really do for now. I mean, I guess I could try to make my way over to the hurt guy. Nah.
No? Okay.
No, that'll be good.
Sorry.
All right. Herriger, you're up.
Could kill the one in front of me, but I don't know. Get out, but then again, no mads there, so the attack with both 2 attacks then.
Okay.
I can do that. Yeah. The Crimson Right. Device. There is no way that hit.
What is it?
Oh, the second attack, because the first one was like 7. Did that hit?
No.
Does 16 hit? 16?
16 hits.
Ah, good.
Roll damage.
Plus 10 in total.
How much?
10
10?
with my second attack. I can finally get to +5 on my second attack.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Is he
And
dead?
that one is crushed. It like splinters, and I mean,
Ah,
it's like
fix.
it's like crushing a stump. It kind of splinters into a bunch of pieces.
He move and then go, oh wait, I'm made out of stone. No, I'm fine.
Okay. You gonna move or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll move in my spot. Yeah, I'm gonna move full movement and out, yeah. Move myself. I'm trying to one down. I'm trying to move one down. Oh, I just had it to work and there we go, thank you. I'll move here.
Okay. It is their turn.
I made a
So,
mistake.
So burning damage.
Benjamin, this wolf here is going to come up here and try and attack you. Because you
I have
keep
this coming.
trying to do funky stuff to it.
Yeah, I have this coming.
Me? Who's he gonna attack?
Oh no, he's all over Benjamin.
He's attacking Benjamin.
Oh, good. I mean, sorry.
17.
I mean, oh damn.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Why the hell did my... There it is. Oh. 10 points of damage.
Ooh, that's gonna feel good.
And make a strength saving throw.
That is a 12.
Ooh, you just barely failed. You needed a 13. So, this wolf here is going to drag you all the way back here.
So,
I need an adult.
oh,
Oh dear.
Zagiti believes you need a dog catcher.
I hated your music.
And then there is this one.
That was uncalled for.
This one is going to attack Zakiti because he is not happy about this whole burning flame shit.
Zagiti would feel bad, except he won't.
Right.
Except Sakiti has problems processing emotions.
And he totally misses.
It's like he just clamps onto my armor.
So that is their turn. Nomad, you are up.
You burned his eyes off.
But did he take his burning damage?
Oh, burning damage. That's right. Roll a d4 for me.
Yeah. Because he could spend his action to put that out. Like, 2. It ain't bad.
2 points of damage. Okay. Nomad, you're up.
Okay then. I'm getting dragged off like nobody's business. We're going to Can I still see the one that dragged Benjamin away?
You can barely see him. He's got a 50% cover, so he'll be a little bit harder to hit.
Let's see. I have line of sight. Okay. We're going to use push. Because I have line of sight to him. So it needs to make a strength saving throw. I'm spending... I will spend 2 points.
2 points strength saving throw. I'm assuming a 7 does not work.
No, a 7 is not a 14. So it takes 11 damage, and it is pushed 10 feet in a straight line away from me.
Which breaks grapple, thankfully.
It takes how much damage did you say?
11. 11 psychic. Is it? It's force damage. 11's force damage.
Okay. Benjamin, give me another strength saving throw.
Ooh, kind of felt this was coming.
Really?
14!
You made it! And it gets pushed, you said 10 feet?
Yes.
Directly away from you?
5 feet per size point. Per side point.
Okay, so it is pushed back there.
I thought I was going for a ride, man.
That would be kind of nice to just see it fling across the map.
I can. It's one of the. Push is one of the abilities that whenever I actually have a 7 side point maximum, I can spend 7 points on it.
Oh, nice.
Fling things across the map. That's my turn. Oh.
Okay.
I want that to happen to the biggest, most evil person.
Zakiti, you are up.
Alright. So apparently burning oil does 5 damage per round.
Yes.
Alright. I'm not gonna do that. Because this thing does not deserve wasting my resources. So I'm just gonna hurl a fireball at him. Previous tests were not conclusive. Time to eliminate variables.
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit?
16 will hit.
Ooh, I made the wise choice. Fire!
Thankfully, that wasn't actually a fireball.
Yeah. Although I was going to say, if you weren't going to save him, I was going to pull out the gun and just walk away from this thing and shoot it.
And how much damage?
6 fire.
6 fire damage. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else you're gonna do?
Don't have a good bonus action at all, so I'm just going to take more notes on how he's burning.
Okay. Silent, you're up.
Okay, so if I were to move here, this dog, would I have line of sight?
Barely. It's about 3/4 cover.
That's unfortunate. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hop up on this wagon and shoot this dog. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
13 piercing damage.
13 piercing damage. Ouch.
Well, I messed up. I meant the 100's mark. Oh well.
Well, that's all right because he is dead. He crumbles into a pile of sticks and moss.
Oh, Sagiti was not done with his research.
You can reassemble them and make a
That was
fire.
weird.
And
I was
kind
like,
of
"What?"
just draw another arrow for an aim towards this dog. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh, please come after me. This will be fun. Oh, that was not Zakiti's number, damn.
Okay. Benjamin, your turn.
Ow, ow, and more ow. So I'm going to start by using. I'm assuming I'm prone. Yes.
Yes, currently prone.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stand up, and I'm going to use my action to use Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
I touch myself.
Okay, got 10 back.
Now run away!
Good news, everyone! I'm not dead.
Yay.
I do a little
You know
clap.
what I said about your music?
You're welcome.
Yeah, I just spin back and yell, "Good news! I'm not dead!" And then I turn back around and I don't move and I aim the crossbow down at the dog. What
Okay.
kind of sight do I have at him? Do I Is there any kind of cover based on my range from him?
No, you're not. You're not far from him.
Okay. That is a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
And that'll 9 damage. All right, there we go.
Okay, and that one is also dead.
And then I turn my head back again and say, "Also, good news. This one's dead."
Huh, you're actually useful.
Multi-kill.
Good, that means you won't get dragged off even farther.
That'd be funny.
Okay.
A
And
hearty
the one over
hurrah.
by Zakiti is still just burning. You may want to put the fire out soon.
Okay. Zakiti's gonna go over and collect the other moss dog.
Is the fight over? Like now? Or are we still on alert? Initiative order?
Fire's still. The fight is over. That is. Oh,
I'm
Yeah. Ben's like, "Oh god, fire!"
from the moss dog. Like examine it.
What's that?
Can I try and take anything from the moss dog? You know, see, look at it. You know, the one that's turned to dust in front of me. Anything there?
It's currently still on fire. So, I mean, you might want to put it out first.
Okay, I'll put out the
Ben is
fire.
like, slapping, running over, slapping out fire as best he can.
Okay. So you put the fire out. I mean, they're creatures of the wild. They are entirely made out of plant matter. So, I mean, you might be able to find some charred sticks.
Is there any little of the moss left? Like,
Yeah, I sure, why not?
does it match the color of my hair? It's burnt now.
No, darker.
Ah. Then
I don't
I'll take a bit of that moss.
I don't quite understand what these creatures are doing here.
You mean they didn't follow you?
I'd say it's pretty obvious. They're trying to kill us.
They're,
It looks
they're
like-
not they're not native to this plane.
You said you're from. Wait, so they're from the Feywild?
Yeah,
Did they follow you?
I don't know. I don't
Whatever
really have a way of saying.
Brought you through.
Oh,
Most likely brought them through as well.
Then why is he still with us?
Zakiti
Why are
believes
the
you
dogs
should
still with us?
Because
investigate.
he's not a rift.
So, a DM,
Yes.
can I just collect the dead moss dog? Like, can I put it in some?
Well,
of the
either
jars?
way. Pointing to Salonus. What's your name again?
Selenius.
Selenius. Selenius?
Silenius.
Hey,
I'm
Josh,
saying it as a character.
Yes, Selenius.
You alright?
So Zakiti, you were
Looking down is like he's
corpse
bleeding
of the dog.
profusely from his side.
Well,
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, yeah, he looks down as he's like bleeding profusely from the side.
I immediately rush to his side.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Did you see the message that I left earlier the other day?
Which one?
The one I put is around midnight yesterday.
Goodness.
I didn't know if you had seen it or not, but I forgot to mention it last week because I didn't think at the time that it was going to be a permanent change, but
Oh
for the
yeah.
foreseeable future, yeah. So just wanted to double check if you had seen that. I need to go. I'm sorry to do that on y'all, but I need to go.
It's good. It's good.
No, it makes sense, man.
That's all good. Yeah.
Take care.
Maybe next week we'll try and shoot for maybe an hour earlier if that's possible. Actually no.
We should probably like, if we're gonna like bullshit for 45 minutes,
Nah, it's fine.
probably get together a little earlier.
I would have said something about it if I knew it was going to be more permanent, but it's not a big deal to me. I know that it sucks to have somebody like often leaving out early. So
Hey, I have to leave entirely. So
Yeah. So unfortunately, Azareth won't be with us after today.
Did your schedule? Did you get? What was it? Did
I
your
got
schedule change?
my
You got a new job.
I got my new job.
Congrats,
I got,
though.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm really excited. Just this was like the
Yeah.
bittersweet part. That I have to leave the group.
I do still want to work with you and figuring out something.
Oh, yeah.
Azareth,
Yeah.
so we can figure something out because
Absolutely.
like I said, I have a story already planned for that character, and I'd really, really like to get a chance to
For sure.
mess around with that.
He
so.
can be the guest character that comes in every time that we need assistance, but don't have someone to help us, and just save our asses constantly. The cool off-screen character.
We're making him Gandalf.
No, not that powerful.
One of his focus.
It's Lord Flashheart.
Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all next week.
All
Yeah,
right,
see you
sounds
next
good.
See ya.
So yeah.
Oh, hold on, guys. I got a phone call coming in.
Roger, Roger.
At the car auto body shop.
He's leaving.
Yes. Well, I'm still collecting the dog. Because
Well,
maybe I can boil tea out of it or something.
Ben's taking inventory of his body, making sure everything's still there.
I'm gonna,
Mobile fire pit.
Wait, who left? Nomad left, right? I'm just sorry. I know who he is, who Scarswarm is. I'm just sorry. Is he Nomad? Or is the
I think he was Nomad.
That's
Yeah.
like
So-
who here is
sorry.
Nomad?
So first, I'm gonna go over because we're just like talking. We're just saying we're just talking right now.
Okay,
I know
I'm back.
he's not talking.
Welcome back.
Let me see. Oh shit, who's there? I'm just gonna go check, see if everyone's still alive in the caravan, especially after Salonius jumped on one of them.
Yeah,
Target.
it seems like these merchants, the few that are there, there's only one merchant per wagon in this particular caravan. Nobody was traveling with family or anything like that, so that's a bonus. But they all pretty much hid in their wagons as fast as they possibly could, so they're doing all right.
Go to Sakiti and say, when I dropped that on you, were you all right?
Zagiti had already repaired it the second he was there. He was just making sure I wasn't going to do it again.
Fair enough.
Right. Now, excuse me, I have a dog.
Yeah, you wanted to. Are you going to try and take the entire dog to put it in your bag of holding?
If I can. Like you said, it's in splinters and pieces, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's in pieces, so I mean, it's like you would essentially be putting a pile of kindling into the bag of holding.
I mean, I would put the dry stuff into a sack, and I'd put the wet stuff into a jar.
I mean, it does have like, part of its body is, I don't know if you guys. Let's see here.
Should I roll for it?
No, it wouldn't be hard to put it in the bag of holding, but let's see if I can pull this image up so you can see what they actually look like. How's that? Can you guys see that okay?
Yeah, so they're still like fleshy.
Yeah, they kind of, I mean, the fleshy parts are kind of like, it's like condensed moss more or less.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like their torso, their like the main body part of them is like a tree trunk essentially. So it's almost like somebody carved the shape of a wolf body and then it like grew into something else.
Okay. I mean,
Oh.
hey, Zakiti is still a hoarder, so he's going to try and take as much as he can. Because if it's not from this
I'm
world,
gonna
then maybe it
undo
has some
my-
other properties.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Look, honestly, if this is my fault, I'm sorry.
It
Not
is.
intentional.
I mean, you could have just walked off. It's fair, you know.
Had I walked off,
Um,
it's very possible that all of you could have been dead.
I mean, it's a fair play. Like, it's more like, what do we do now?
Ben's over in the cart that was on fire, checking cargo specifically to see if there was any damage done to it.
Yeah, Zakiti made sure nothing was hurt.
Fortunately,
Zakiti's everything on fire.
Fortunately, this front cart that actually had the problem is actually, there's a middle-aged woman that is the current merchant that is running this cart, and it's bunch of fabric and clothing and stuff. She's obviously somebody who deals in fashion. So there really wasn't much. Yeah, textile merchant. There we go. I was trying to figure out that word and I couldn't get it for some reason. Yeah, textile merchant essentially. And yeah, fortunately there wasn't really much that could have been broken or damaged that was in the cart. So
I just got it. It's not coming out of our pay, is it?
no, that's kind of a natural order thing. So
Our mission is to get them there safe with as much as we can.
yeah, she essentially tells you, you know, I've been meaning to fix that, and I just haven't.
Okay, she just admitted fault, everyone. It's all her fault.
Okay, so I mean, it doesn't take long to repair the wheel on this wagon and stuff, and
So while we have time, you brought up a good point. Question is about what do we do now?
I mean,
I'll leave if you want.
I'd rather you not. You kind of seem to know about the creatures in the Feywild, so if we encounter a few more,
you can feed him to him.
exactly.
Did
This is
your
fair enough.
incompetence open the way to let these creatures in?
My
The asshole
incompetence.
has a point.
Ben's just behind Harringer going like, yeah, come with us, it's okay.
How do you get off saying it's my incompetence that I stumbled across a rift between worlds?
Zakiti did not. Zakiti asked if it was because of.
How does incompetence even come into the question?
Intent.
well, okay, to be fair, Zakiti wouldn't know anything about the rifts, so he doesn't know if you would have had to have made it or if it was naturally there. He doesn't know
Yeah.
that information.
Basically, he's
True.
asking you, did you open the rift? Like, that's what he's asking.
Clearly, I didn't because
Then Zakiti does
I
not care.
didn't know I got here.
Then Zakiti does not care. It was not your incompetence that created it. So the problem is mute. Zakiti would like to visit the rift at the nearest convenience.
It's right back where you found me.
Well, while they were talking, I turned to the bard, Rook, and go, Just wanted to say, if you heard me say any insult about your music, I meant it. Just turn around.
She just as she turns around, Ben just gets this huge smile and starts reaching for his violin.
Yes.
I'm repairing the cart, and I just pull my hand out on top and just light it on fire.
So,
Fine. Put the violin away.
it's your decision as a group. as
Well, the
individuals.
cleric hasn't said anything. Let him do the deciding vote.
I like him.
I don't know
Sounds
why.
like a yes to me. Come on, you're in.
Sakiti is indifferent to the ambivalence that is this situation.
Also sounds like a yes. Come on, you're in.
It's not
Okay.
a
Come on here and let me help your wounds.
Appreciate it.
Ben just
Okay,
has
so
Heritage making sure that he doesn't get his face beat in.
She just snarls. Look, with his teeth made of stone, I don't wonder if he can snarl.
I would assume you could.
Oh yeah.
oh, here's the image I had for the Bramblewood. It's kind of like this. A little darker.
Alright. Sakiti grows bored of this. The wagon is fixed.
Okay, so the wagon
We'll just like that.
The wagon gets fixed, everybody gathers up and starts heading on down the road. Takes you about an hour to get through this short little bit of the Bramblewood that the silver cut kind of runs through. It's just like the edge of the Bramblewood, so there's not a lot of it. It just happens to make its way through this portion of the Bramblewood for one reason or another. And you continue down the Silvercut roadway. It's open fields at this point. Once you leave the Bramblewood, it's like little rolling hills, open grassland, dotted with some rocks and some sparsely placed trees here and there.
Are we able to take a short rest?
Yeah, I was just gonna say the first day comes to an end.
Oh, okay.
Without any other troubles or anything. You're just on the road traveling. The merchants toil off the side of the road a little bit and create a wagon circle and set up tents and stuff like that, and everybody can get their rest in. Is there anything anybody wants to do at night or before bed or anything like that?
Yeah, could I go to where Selonius is again?
Yeah.
Selenius. I can't tell if you're doing it in character or out.
Little column A, little column B.
Sylvan Aglonius.
He offers to watch the whole night as one of the watch. And he kind of just sits Indian style in the wagon circle, bow kind of across his lap.
I'm gonna wait. So is he in the actual cart? Is he sitting on the?
No, he's like sitting. He's like sitting next to the fire.
Okay, I'm just gonna with dirt as I'm going over to talk to you. I'm having my crutches kind of hit a little dirt at you, just and then stop.
He'll kind of look over.
So what's this thing about multiple personalities?
It's a curse upon my kind. I'm not a normal elf. The Eladrin are a rare breed that are born to elven families. But with our different abilities comes a price. We're cursed with multiple multiple different versions of ourselves, all of which are fully cognizant of each other. And many Eldrin children can't control it.
I mean, I can't say I know anything about that, but I mean, you seem pretty calm, even in control.
I've managed to gain some control over it, which is why I was granted my title. Any Eldrin who makes it to adulthood without taking their own life is granted the title of Defero Sanas, which in your tongue translates to of the changing seasons. Shows some mastery of it. It's possible for me to still lose control of it, though. There's no true way.
Your people have a very low bar for success.
His eyes kind of like the kind of like dark green kind of flare red a little bit, and he looks kind of a lot more intense at this point.
Oh, so you do have a darker side then.
Seeing as how my twin sister was one of the ones lost, yes, I recommend you hold your tongue about a subject you know nothing about.
I apologize, but I understand.
He kind of takes a deep breath, and his eyes kind of go back to that green. That's just a very difficult subject for me.
Well, look at me. You think I don't get difficult subjects?
What happened?
I just want to. That's none of your business.
Understood. If you
Thank
ever
you
want,
for being
go ahead.
honest.
Of course. I've learned. I learned a long time. If you don't face the world with honesty and open eyes, then you're liable to get crushed underneath the truth.
Very old person thing to say.
I'm a very old person.
Yeah, elf, right?
Well, I'm old compared to many other mortal races. I'm still fairly young to my people.
So
I-
where is everyone else? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
That's a good question. Where is everybody?
Zagiti's across the fire, just running tests on the wood. He's like taking strips of it off. He's like tasting it, seeing how it burns, boiling it down. If he can catch a frog or a mouse, he'll try feeding some of it to it, just to see if there's any properties to it at all. You know, doing my basic creepy alchemy stuff.
Okay.
Henry's just listening intently onto this multiple personality subject.
Okay. Zakiti, making an intelligence check.
Intelligence, not alchemy?
Yeah.
My head still hurts.
Like as Zakiti or as Matthew?
I think
Zakiti got bit in the head.
They took some of his brain flame.
Yeah. It doesn't appear to you that this creature has any sort of alchemical purpose or anything like that. It just seems to be more or less an animated plant construct type. I don't know. Yeah.
Alright, then I just dump it all into the fire.
Okay.
If it serves no purpose, then it serves no purpose to me.
Boom. Yeah, it's like a bonfire raging now. I mean, it is highly flammable.
As I go to just walk away from the, go like just nip somewhere else in the fire. Not the bar, Salonius. I just go. Okay, you'll take watch then, and name's Harriger.
Pleasure to meet you, and I can assure you, I will not betray you, and you can trust me on watch. And he kind of closes his eyes again and kind of lowers his head. Very kind of like meditative stance.
I just want, as I go, I just want to walk past Ben, just in a kind of ominous way, like I'm about to hit him.
Ben flinches very slightly.
And I just sit down
Like,
near him.
yeah, and then as she goes by, Ben hops up, plops himself over right by Selenius, and whips out a piece of parchment and a quill and says, "So, tell me about where you're from."
He'll open his eyes again. I come from a village called... Josh, was it Echo?
Yep.
Okay, that's
Yep.
what I thought. I come from a village called Echo, which was the recreation and repurification of an old tree. Through magical means, it was purified from a great evil that was there. I'm much better at answering questions than I am speaking.
Oh well, did you? I tell you what. How about this? Did you enjoy home? Was home a nice place?
Home is a conflicting feeling. Home feels right and yet feels pain.
Ben just kind of stares down at the parchment like he's about to write something. And he's just like, yeah, maybe later.
There's a lot of painful memories from my home.
No. I can understand that. Kind of. A little. Maybe. No, I can't.
Oh shit.
Just Ben just kind of leans over. By the way, don't mind her. She just kind of hates everybody.
I take no offense to it. Were you the one that perked up to the Arcana Pantophical?
Maybe.
Do you know them?
No, but I'd like to one day.
I believe there's a chance that they can help me. They,
What do they? What do you need help with?
I need to find a way to remove the curse from my people.
Oh, so yeah, so like no big deal. Just remove a curse from your entire race of people. Oh, okay.
Past, present, and future, yes.
Okay, so erase it throughout time. That's okay, sure.
Or I would be happy with just future. Honestly,
You know what? Honestly,
it was my sister's last wish.
Hey, you know what? If people like Vox Machina all these years ago did all these wonderful things that they did, I'm sure you could pull this off.
I hope so.
Sakiti wishes you the best of luck.
Medically sound idea.
It's just
Physician.
kind of says, no, not at all. Not medically sound at all. Horribly dangerous. Probably getting killed. No offense.
Well, then if I die, at least I get to be with her again.
Wow, that is a very depressing outlook.
That is, of
Not
course,
bad.
unless you and the Feywild serve different heavens and hells. Sakiti has a theory on this, but he's too bored with it.
Yeah, you gotta go
I
at some point.
I understand.
I suggest if you are going to make comments like that and then state that you are bored of the conversation, you just not speak about it at all.
Don't mind third person, he's just third person.
Honestly, I don't know how you've survived this long without somebody killing you already.
Mainly us.
He's very slippery.
It's
You
mainly
barely
us.
know him.
Sakiti also prefers to travel by himself.
Traveling by yourself just means you don't surround yourself with anybody to protect you.
Zagiti is aware of this. That is what alone means.
So then you should know that when you offend somebody, or when you unintentionally or intentionally rouse somebody into anger, you're much more prone to being killed.
Zagiti is
Just
also
You know what?
words
I
of
should change the
words of
subject.
wisdom to mind your tongue sometimes.
All right, let's change the subject. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. We've been traveling for a while. We just fought a bunch of things, and we don't even know each other.
That's strange. So you know more about me than you know about each other.
That one's called third person. The fire Ganazi, right?
Zakiti. Yeah,
His name is
Zakiti.
his name is
Zakiti.
Akiti. He speaks in third person, and he thinks he's better than everyone else.
Zakiti McThird person.
That is incorrect. Zagiti does not think that. Zagiti knows that.
As I said,
Right? Death mask. But I ain't talked to you.
He has the talents. I mean, I don't know what they are yet, but he has them.
my
His
guess
name.
is my guess is he's a doctor.
Yeah, his name.
Oh, me? I thought you were
Yeah.
speaking to the other man with the mask.
Never
I'm
do.
Henry de Juliac. I am your doctor. And I point to everyone.
And then I eye over to
Silent,
the bard. Side to the bard. You know,
Just
kind of
give
do
a
that
little
look.
wink.
What's your name then?
Oh,
As I like crack my jaw.
they call me Ben, but I kind of like to go by Rooks.
You're a
From
good
Whitestone,
scout.
actually. I'm a terrible scout. I just wanted to follow you.
Then you're a better scout than I originally gave you credit. I had no idea you were scouting me.
Someone's got to
Si-
watch the Watchers.
Silent, you were kind of keeping an eye out, right?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much all the time because I don't have to sleep.
Okay. So while this conversation is kind of wrapping up, you notice there's three figures approaching from down the roadway. You can't from this distance. You can't currently see exactly what they look like or anything. You just kind of see the silhouettes in the darkness out there. It looks like they're
I hear
heading.
footsteps approaching.
It looks like they're heading towards your campfire.
His ears will kind of twitch a little bit, and he'll kind of open his eyes again. I hear footsteps approaching. 3 sets, from what I can tell, northwest.
Yeah, and then maybe I
And
should give him a warm welcome.
he'll kind of look in the direction that they're coming from.
Ben stands up and starts walking that way.
I follow him.
Okay.
He'll stand up and follow them as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so approaching from between two of the wagons, you see 3 figures. There is one that looks like a female, definitely elven, blonde hair, blue eyes. She's wearing green leather armor, and she has a longbow in her hand. There's also a brown-haired, brown-eyed, somewhat muscular gentleman, and he's wearing like silver and green scale armor. And then you see slightly behind the two another elven woman. She's got kind of like white hair. It's like almost pure white, with little bits of like purple on it. She's wearing a long cloak that is royal blue and it's got gold trim. And she's wearing robes of gray and white that also is gold trimmed.
Can I roll to see if I recognize the colors? For any particular reason?
Um, sure, if you want. Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, no. Oh, 15.
Um, it's nice clothing. It doesn't seem to be anything that particularly denotes an order of any sort or anything like that.
I like your colors. I guess.
Did
Good
you
evening.
also wander from the Feywild?
Um,
Oh, way to
so
throw in.
the two out front sort of slightly step aside, and this woman steps forward in the nicer clothes, and she says, "Hello, we are traveling down this road towards Iman. We're taking the silver cut across the countryside. May we join you at your fire?"
No.
She looks at you very strangely, like that's kind of rude, but she's not gonna like try to oppose you.
He'll speak up in Elven. Where do you come from?
She tells you, I come from Whitestone, but I'm heading back home to Singorn right now.
Jeff, I'm probably not gonna garner anything from this, but I went ahead and rolled an insight check on her.
Okay.
He'll switch back to common. What are your names? Perhaps introductions should be made first.
Nope.
So she will say, well, my name is Avrala Amakir. And at the name Amakir, you recognize it as it is Elvish, and it does have a direct translation. It is Gemflower is the translation. And she says, and these are my two retainers. This is Teara, and she motions towards the female, and this is Renchi, and she motions to the male.
Would Gemflower have a noble house or
Make a history check with advantage.
Don't talk to them, you'll just get attached.
19?
19. Okay. You remember the Gemflower name, Amakir? It definitely has its own. It's not necessarily a noble house, but it is known for its somewhat mystical presence. There tends to be a line within that family that are oracles.
Okay.
Prophecy speakers, things like that.
I'm familiar with your house, your diviners.
She
Away
says,
now.
Yes, we are.
I do not speak for everyone. So it is up to everyone else. We have one no.
And you have one yes.
Josh, these guys declared that they were from Whitestone. Do I know them? Do I know who they are?
They're not like actually.
They were coming from Whitestone.
Whitestone. They were in Whitestone probably.
I'm sorry, then I misheard.
Probably on the same reason, like half of the continent was in Whitestone
For the Inventors Fair.
For the Inventors Fair, because it's a big celebration. I mean, you would imagine how Vex would be with things like that. So yeah, so I mean, there's a possibility that you might have run across them, but more than likely not. They're probably a lot higher above your standing. So probably not the same social circle that you
Oh
would
yeah, way
find.
above me.
But yeah, so
Look, one guest per caravan. We've had our guest. No more.
You truly are.
Yes.
You truly are a distrusting person.
Well, I
No,
shall
no.
trust them.
That was
Sorry,
Tarager.
did someone ask me something? Sorry, I missed that.
No, I was saying you truly are a distrusting person.
Could you
I
make a deal? Possibly turn over your weapons for the night, and we'll take care of watch. That way, we feel a little bit better about you staying with us.
she's gonna say that will be fine. And she motions to both of her retainers to hand over their weapons. The female hands over her bow, and the male hands over his longsword.
Tanya, this is not on. This is not on. I don't like this.
Don't worry. If they were trying to kidnap us or do something horrible, they probably would have been a little more sneaky.
and her family's main source of magic comes from divination, not combat effectiveness.
Look, Claire, unless they're Dirolo, I don't give a shit.
I can understand that.
Oh, it'll be fine. We've even got their weapons. What could possibly go wrong?
We can tie them up
Magic.
while they sleep if that makes you feel any better.
She says, well, I don't recommend you attempt to tie us up. However, if this is such a problem, we will leave.
No, I was misvoted. We'll just take your weapons. I mean,
She says, great. May we sit at the fire then?
He'll kind of just turn on
give a
a
shit.
he'll turn on his heel and head back towards the fire and take up his same sitting position that he was in.
Ben
Okay.
kind of gestures for them to walk past and actually just waits for them to do that so that he can bring up the rear.
Okay. Yeah, they come in, they sit down at the fire. She turns to Silent and she says, you are definitely elfish, but there's something else about you.
I am Eladrin.
Oh, the cursed ones. Hmm. I
Indeed.
have not had the pleasure of meeting one. I'm sorry I didn't recognize it.
It's quite all right. I understand they're not seen on the prime material very often.
That is very true. And what brings you here?
An accident. A rift between worlds.
Oh, yes.
Fortuitously enough, I was trying to get here anyway.
Oh, really? Why were you coming here?
I need to get to Amon.
To Iman, you say?
Yes, I'm seeking out the Arcana Pansophical.
Oh, okay. Iman would probably definitely be where you would want to go for that.
It's where I was told that most of them, or it's where I learned that most of them resided, at least as far as my research is done.
Yeah, most of them currently reside there.
My name is Silenius.
Silenius.
Sorry, I didn't get to
just
make
call
your
him that.
acquaintance.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
His eyes are still. Well, every time he goes to speak, he opens his eyes. So now that he's having a conversation. Yes, Silenius is. Yeah, I can't even say it. Silenius de Ferros Anas. I assume that you will not be sleeping through the night either.
She says, no, we probably won't be sleeping, but it's best not to travel at night.
Can understand that.
Have you ever been to any of the oracles of Singorn?
I have not. To my recollection, Singorn doesn't keep itself in the Feywild very often.
No, it has been 150 years since we were last there.
I'm familiar in my research of your family.
Oh, I see. She says, I am not as powerful as a lot of the others. I'm more new to my abilities as this oracle they tell me to be. But if you would like, I would give you a read. I don't get much usually. It's
I vote we sacrifice the kitty.
I was glad she didn't say me.
He'll start laughing.
She says, is there a reason you want to sacrifice this man?
For a minute, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, you haven't gotten to speak with him.
I don't know what they're talking about. Not the foggiest clue.
I'm still sitting by the fire, so I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, sacrifice the cleric.
That's what we're all sitting by the fire.
Very well.
Yeah, so everybody is by the fire, so yeah, you know exactly what's going on right now.
Man, this point time Ben's just down by the fire writing the book again.
Yeah, I'll go for a reading.
I will take you up on your offer.
She says, okay, can you put out your hand for me?
He will.
And she kind of clasped your hand, like one under and one over kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you see her eyes go like this, almost like sky blue, but like solid sky blue all the way across her eyes. And she starts speaking. It's slightly off of her normal tone. And she says, one with the tortured mind. You seek to rid your people of the curse. A noble cause. There is but one thing that will help your people. The Pale Stone. Seek out Kaelin Windriver of the Arcana Pontifical. Her wisdom will be necessary. And she lets go of your hands, and her eyes kind of slowly fade back to normal.
Thank you.
Next.
It's greatly appreciated. Your abilities have given me direction.
I hope in time you find what you are seeking.
Ben has stopped and is just flat out staring very rudely, wide-eyed at, like, what the fuck? That was oddly specific.
I'm pushing Henry towards his hand. I'm trying to just kind of like push him.
Are you trying to say something? I think she's trying to say something. There's some subtle messages going on here.
You,
Jim.
if you're willing, I don't mind.
I am willing.
Maybe you wanted it.
Okay, none of your flesh is touching, so she's going to ask you if you would take off your gloves, please.
I just kind of look around and then very slowly take off one glove.
I turn away so I don't see his glove. What's underneath?
Okay.
I watch avidly.
Do you want me to play some sultry music while I take it off?
Oh, already doing it with the violin, baby.
Jeez.
Sakiti will break
Yeah.
that, fix it, and break it again.
So she reaches out and touches your hand, and same eye thing happens. Like they go completely sky blue. And she says, and she speaks again in that off tone. The devout one, you do such amazing work in the world. Be wary not to judge too harshly. Not all of the undead have chosen their path. Show wrath to those who seek power through it, but show kindness to those who did not choose this for themselves. And she lets go of her of your hands, and her eyes fade back to normal.
I stare cockeyed.
Someone's a judgy bitch.
Don't you tell me how to do my job.
I mean, politics aside, should you really have said that out loud in front of all these strangers? I mean, it seems a little like a private thing.
Hmm? She doesn't control what's being said.
Talking to her, like, and just
She.
doesn't know what an oracle is. Like, you know,
Oh, you're actually saying that to her.
to her, yeah.
She says if you want more private confines, we could work that out, I think.
Oh, no.
Fuck that shit, me next. And I just
I'm not
jam my hand out.
You were the one who pushed him there.
Unlike
Who was going next? Benjamin?
Ben very rudely interjected himself in front of anybody that might have wanted to go first.
Okay. I have to pull up your backstory real quick because I only briefly got to read it about during the beginning of the session. So, let's see if I can improvise this pretty quickly.
Meanwhile, Rook's still playing the ba-da ba-da ba-da-da-da.
Baby.
Careless Whisper on a violin. Never wanna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
That's offensive to crippled people.
Ouch.
I know it's easy to pretend. I know I'm not a fool.
I got you a breakdancing manual for Christmas.
Oh, you give me shit for acting like an a-hole, but then you get free reign.
I was just quoting George Michael music, because fucking Careless Whisper is amazing.
Actually, that song is. Like, it
I
is.
love that song.
It's so damn catchy.
It is. There's so if you ever go on YouTube, Sexy Sax Man Saxograms. It's just like a 10-minute long video of him going to different places and playing that song.
Oh, I've seen that. That's
Fucking
amazing.
love Sexy Sax Man Saxograms.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I'm going to try to improvise this because this is a little bit of a confusing one. So she reaches out and touches your hands, and her eyes go milky blue again. And she says to you, "Oh, the musician, the child of the adventure." She says, "You seek where your parents may go or where have been." She says, "Of 6 brothers, I am 3.
I'm sorry, what?
Sakiti believes that math is not accurate.
That is a.
I do believe that math is not
Hey,
accurate,
bullshit
but
right
please
there.
continue.
Maybe you're
Um,
third place.
Okay, hold on. Of 6 brothers, I am 3. In the shearing channel, you will find me.
A bush.
And she lets go of your hands, and her eyes fade back to normal.
Rooks is just staring, dumbfounded.
You shut him up.
Like, he has a look on his face like he just had the wind knocked out of his sails.
Dragged off by the wolf again.
She says, I'm sorry I couldn't give you more.
Oh no, you
This is
gave me more than enough. Thank you.
She looks at you kind of crooked, and she's like, well, okay.
Ben leaves. He tries to come to his senses as best he can, scrambles up, like, kind of gathers his things up, and walks outside the circle.
Whoa, we were only joking. It was only a joke.
He is gone.
I thought that
And
would be
I
an
walk
interesting
away.
one. I thought that would be an interesting one. I'm sorry, I couldn't like improvise
Dude,
an
no.
entire riddle so fast.
Oh, I love you, and I hate you, and that was beautiful.
So,
Rush
are you
just
gonna
gonna be over here now.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
You done? You said, how long are you gonna be staying here now?
Well, for
It's
the
still
night,
night.
of course. I mean, what about you? When you like to be read?
No.
Now, and I start moving her towards.
No, don't you feckin' dare.
Come on now, we all have done it. It'll be fun.
You can try and drag me there. I like to.
The only other person that hasn't is Zakiti. Well, and I guess technically, Nomad is there, but since our player isn't here, I'm not going to do his yet.
I sacrificed Sakiti in my stead.
How does that work? Do I just show up and I'm like, read that? What?
I mean, he's not showing interest in this. He's just by the fire, just listening to you guys.
So she turns to you, Zakiti, specifically, and says, why is it that so many people are intent on sacrificing you?
It's out of love.
Is...
It's out of love.
Zakiti knows the emotion, and it's a chemical response that few have. Zakiti does not know. Zakiti just does what Zakiti needs.
Aren't you curious to know if maybe I could tell you something you need?
If it will speed up everybody getting to sleep, he will submit to the divination. It could not do it at the Lyceum. Zakiti does not know if this will bear much fruit. So, yeah, he'll just go up and just, like a child begrudgingly having to take out the trash so they can have dessert.
Okay.
It's like, it's willing, but it's against their will.
Okay. So she reaches up and takes your hand, and her eyes go all blue again. And she says, the lonely one. You desperately seek solitude. You will find it's not so easy to find. If you are to complete your goal, you must obtain star essence, only found on the astral sea itself. Be wary, for it may not be safe to bring into the material plane.
That was a lot more specific.
Zakiti's goals are far more simpler.
You're going to blow us all up in the future, aren't you, little one?
Zagiti knows what he's doing.
Did you know about the
He
wheel?
thinks he knows what he's doing.
Yes,
Sorry.
Zagiti was bitching about it for days.
Come on, third one. She helped you out.
Zagiti is not being. Wait, what are you asking?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
What?
Saying, come on, third person. Here. I mean, aren't you happy?
I got red person something happy. So you're.
Aren't you happy now, third person? You got.
Oh, third person. So
Yeah, that's what I call you.
Zagiti is always happy. This is Zagiti being happy.
That was me laughing in character. I'm still not doing it, by the way.
She says, that is fine by me. If you're insistent, it is your choice.
DM, quick note. If you put a bag of holding inside of another bag of holding,
It will blow up.
it will open a tear to the astral sea, right?
It will
Yes,
implode.
it will.
Okay. Zagiti now has a goal. And the blow up thing, that's only if you rupture a bag of holding.
Oh, man.
Yeah. If you put one inside the other, it creates a black hole into the astral sea.
Loud?
Oh, there's only a 30% chance of it being permanent.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
Don't worry, I'll be there.
I mean, typically there are safer ways to get to the astral sea, but
Oh, of course. But
hey, whatever.
But this is the quickest.
Did Takiti say what he was just thinking out loud?
Of course. Zagiti does not have internal monologue.
Thank God I don't know what those words mean then.
Yeah. That's why he sounds like an asshole, because he doesn't think. He doesn't think in himself. He speaks.
So, awkward much? Awkward pause as much?
Zagiti is bored. He will now sleep.
Good
Perhaps
for
it's
you.
time. Perhaps it's time all of you get some sleep.
Okay. And I think we're going to call it there, guys, for the game itself.
One last thing, actually, as everybody's kind of getting ready for bed, as he begins to kind of trance and gets more relaxed, everyone will notice a appearance change. His hair starts to kind of fade into this mercurial silver, and his armor changes again, and it's just standard studded leather.
Fuck me. That's weird.
Nothing unusual here.
None of that. And Ben doesn't notice that he spends the night outside the wagons.
I'm gonna sleep between where Ben slept and where the others is, just so I can keep an eye on all of them.
Zagiti sleeps next to his gear.
Okay. Okay. Very fun, guys. Enjoying myself here.